We would like to start with a word of prayer. We'll have Scott Jessup, please, come up and open for us.
You'll bless the actors in this performance, that they'll be able to remember their lines, do their parts well. Thank you for the safety that's been over the people this day. Help us to continue with your spirit upon us. Bless Uncle Reuben this day with all that he needs and desires. We pray in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
Without any further announcement, we'll proceed with an operetta, Our Old-Fashioned Mother, written by Ruth Harker Jessup.
We're happy tonight to fill the request of Uncle Fred and perform Our Old-Fashioned Mother. This operetta takes place during the Roaring Twenties. It was a colorful decade which took place after World War I. Husbands, sons, and sweethearts had died. Now large numbers of Americans, especially the youth, wanted to forget about the troubles of the war and simply enjoy life. Many people feared that morality had crumbled completely. Before World War I, women had worn long and modest dresses and long hair, but in the 1920s, they changed to short, tight, sleeveless dresses and rolled their silk stockings down to their knees. They cut their hair in a boyish style called the bob and wore flashy lipstick and other cosmetics. They chose to amuse themselves with soaring stock profits, illegal liquor, wild jazz parties, and what many looked upon as shocking morals. Mrs. Davis, who has lost her husband during the war, is now left to raise her family of girls true to her principles.
I wish we had a vacuum.
Well, if you're a Davis, you can't afford one. That's the tragedy of it all. We've heard of the new refrigerators and other marvelous inventions, but none of these things will ever touch our world. What do you suppose we can tell our children when they ask us what it was like to live in those exciting 20s? Well, maybe we'll have to tell our children we didn't see much of the 20s. And the 20s saw less of us.
Yes, we'll just have to explain to our darlings that the roaring 20s just plain roared by.
Oh, chin up, girls. Why, life is just beginning. Just think, we live in the woman's age. An age that upholds the rights of women and emancipates the common housewife from her drudgery of harsh labors and the boring role of femininity. Ugh.
Oh, bless you, Hattie. It's about time someone spoke up for women's rights. I'll leave the inventions to you, and I'll go on to bigger things. Of course, men would like to keep their women tied at home to the drudgery of house cleaning while they sit in their office taking life easy. I've read enough books to become the President of the United States.
Well, what do you think, Rose? You always seem too quiet.
Do you really want to know?
Well, yes.
Well, I think a lady's place is here in the home. I think a lady's place is in the home. A place where love is felt, where love is shown. A lady sounds so fading. Don't you want to make a name? One attached to fame, a name you'd want to claim. The big world seems so scary. Just be a secretary. It all sounds too contrary. A movie star is not for me. Oh, can't you see? I think a lady's place is in the home. A place where love is felt, where love is shown. A lady is not loud. She would not stand out in a crowd, but dress with modest taste and simply know her place. She's happy, yes, contented. It sounds too complicated. You simply overstated, for that's all you have to do to be a lady.
Times really are changing, though. You can read it in the headlines of every newspaper, the flaming youth of today. This really is an age of sheiks and shebas. It's the dollar decade and the jazz age. I know that I could star like Greta Garbo.
And I could sing like Madame Maria Blondell.
Oh, anybody can sing. All you have to do is give it some pep and a 1, 2, 3.
Hello, my honey, hello, my baby, hello, my ragtime gal. Send me a kiss by wire. Honey, my heart's on fire. If you refuse me, honey, you lose me, then you'll be left alone. Oh, baby, telephone and tell me you're my own. Every morning, every evening, 8:20.
By all means, girls, you know what your jobs are.
Stop working.
I'm just on my way out to paint the front fence.
You've been on your way out all morning.
Oh, but just you watch. This time it's for real.
Watch out. This time it's for real.
Hey, looky what I found in the mail. It's a letter with the McKender's gold seal on it. Look.
How mysterious.
It looks extremely important.
The McKenders are the height of fashion and the envy of society.
Cordelia, why do you suppose they would send a letter here? Suppose, let's just...
No. Please don't start supposing again.
It does sound too good to be true.
Well, read it, Harriet. I shall not be a beggar at your merciless feet, my pet. Here is the letter from the grasp of poor defenseless Harriet. Who wants to read it aloud?
You must learn to snatch by invitation. My
Blistering blazes.
Now.
I think Patty ought to read it. After all, she's the one that gathered the mail.
It's not fair for her to make us gather around like a posse of mice after a crumb.
Wow, listen to this. Hear ye, that the prince shall have a ball, and all beautiful young damsels may attend. But we must exempt this ugly step-lister.
Mother! Patty is so mean! I'll be the first to go if anyone.
Think of going to the McKender's grand annual dance. 'Twould be pleasured, sir.
Perhaps I had better read the letter for myself. It sounds like Harriet read in quite a few discrepancies.
Oh, I'll let Rose read it. Actually, I read it fairly accurate. You'll see.
Mrs. Davis, all eligible adults are cordially invited to attend the McKenders' grand annual dance. The date, August 25th. Time, 8:30 p.m. Place, Rose Bouquet Ballroom. Refreshments will be served.
Did you hear that? I guess I'd better get ready to go along.
We've never gone to a real dance before.
I wish I had me a fashionable ball gown.
Ah, yes. One made of soft pink taffeta with lace at the throat.
Ah, humpity bumpity bangity boo. I know an average gent won't do. It takes a gallant guy like me to host a flock so large, you see. My dear madam, might I have the honor of escorting you and your beautiful daughters to the dance tomorrow evening? Why, I assure you that you shall be in the most secure of custody. Why, not even a flea dare snap at me.
How ingenious. Those lines could have come from the lips of Shakespeare himself.
Ingenious indeed. This time, though, we'll be dancing to Charleston.
Oh, yay! Has anybody seen my gal?
Girls, that kind of dancing is not ladylike. It is a symbol of this irresponsible age.
What are you going to wear, Mother? Certainly you're coming with us, aren't you?
Who says anyone is going?
What?
What do you mean?
Have you ever stopped to consider what your father would say?
But why would Father object?
I know what you're worried about, Mother. You're wondering who's going to escort us to the ball, aren't you?
It's not exactly fashionable to go to a dance or anywhere without a date. Every girl in town has a date, except for us. And every girl needs a chaperone.
I'm not worried about you girls finding a date.
But Mother, no fellow wants to date a straight-laced, quaint, old-fashioned girl. We don't look like other girls. We don't dress like other girls. And we don't get to do half the things that they do.
We never get to do anything exciting.
We never get to go to the parties or out to movies.
I guess the hot spots are exclusively reserved for the hot shots.
Well, the thing that makes me jealous is to see all those hoity-toity girls gathered around the snack bar eating cookies and ice cream sodas.
I wish I could be the fashionable Sheba of a handsome sheik. If only we could be fashionable.
Nonsense! It doesn't matter what you wear. I don't have to go tripping along in some gangly garb with a pile of roses sprouting from my hair to feel fashionable. What determines fashion anyhow? I'm in fashion, don't you see? With striped socks up to my knee. Why copy someone else to learn how to dress, which way to turn? Just be yourself and you will see how fun your fashion can be.
But I would like to follow the fashion and do the things that high-class people do.
But why should you follow the fashion? Why not let the fashion follow you? I'm in fashion when I wear a gaudy bow tied in my hair. It's fashion to dress however you please. Just dress up, it's such a breeze. Just be yourself and you will see how fun your fashion can be.
We really do. We really are different than other girls, Mother.
Of course you're different. Your father always wanted you to be different from other girls. He didn't care for the fashionable froth of society. He wanted you to grow up innocent and free from worldly ways. To think how bravely your father fought and died for the love of his country. How often does the flaming youth of today stop to remember the sacrifices their fathers made yesterday? They say they want to live a happy life, to forget the war, and have fun and frolic. It should cause grave concern on the part of all who cherish the ideals of home life, purity, and the stability of our American civilization. For the flaming youth of today are shaking American manners and morals with their base conduct, daring clothes, scandalous dances, jazz, and late-night parties. Yet in their heedless, happy way, they continue to sing, "In the meantime, in between time, ain't we got fun?" Their motto is eat, drink, and be merry. But they don't remember the rest of the motto, which states, "For tomorrow we die." What would your father think if he knew his girls wanted to have their hair cut, bobbed like the other girls of today, and wear short skirts and sleeveless dresses? To think how silk stockings have come from a shocking luxury to an impractical necessity. Time and changes will come and go, but true principles will always remain the same.
But Mother, you just don't understand.
There are no buts about it. You girls are not going to the dance.
What?
You know how your father felt about you being out late at night, and especially in that sort of crowd.
What do you mean that
You know what your father would say.
But Father, certainly you understand. It's the McKenders' grand annual dance and our first invitation. Why won't Mother let us go just this once?
We don't want to smoke or drink or do anything real wicked. We just want to do something exciting, that's all.
We'll never be fashionable
Or popular.
We've just got an old-fashioned mother.
Afternoon.
On August 23rd, 1926, the movie actor Valentino died?
Who died?
What? It sounds like Rudolph Valentino, the great sheik of the movies, has just died, a poison victim.
Suppose it's not true. Where is your substantial evidence?
Listen carefully. On August 23rd, 1926, the movie actor Valentino, 31, died in a Manhattan hospital. In less than 5 years, the sleek Valentino has established himself as king of the cinema lovers.
Ah, yes. I've heard it's true. Look at his picture. He does look like a gallant lover, doesn't he?
He looks like a puffed up prune to me.
Millions of women have known and loved him during his short, colorful life. Women stood out in the rain, cold, and blazing heat to see him.
Couldn't they at least serve refreshments?
He was dead. And there was no woman there to say goodbye.
A sorrowful pity.
Don't fall apart.
No woman to stroke his sleek black hair.
Oh, mercy.
Or hold his head. Or close his eyes with a kiss. Valentino's death set off an epidemic of female hysteria. In London, a dancer swallowed poison.
How awful, Marcia! You promised you wouldn't. I'm going to run and tell Mother that you're reading a wicked newspaper. I'm telling.
Oh, just be quiet, Kitty. Mother's gone out for a few moments.
Well, you just better read the good parts, or I'll tell Mother when she gets back.
All right, you little tattletale. Come sit down. Newspapers and press agents tried to fan the fever. A last glimpse of Rudy attracted 100,000 mourners in 2 days as he lay in his $10,000 silver bronze coffin with unbreakable glass that covered his handsome face. The reports are that Rudolph Valentino came to his death by arsenic poisoning. Circumstantial stories told of both jealousy and revenge as the supposed motives. However, the news cooked up this fake poison story, and the Daily Mirror has given away pictures of the sheep. These two papers gave the liveliest accounts of the event which has been excerpted here.
I knew he wasn't poisoned.
But he's dead.
Oh, doesn't that paper have something to do on sports? I wonder if Babe Ruth made in another home run. I'm sure that I'm his most ardent admirer. My voice may be loud above the crowd, and my words just a bit uncouth. But I'll stop and shout, rah, 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 till the last man's out, for there's never a guy like Ruth.
He certainly is uncouth.
I much prefer him over your poor dead Valentine.
Oh, me too.
His name was Valentino, not Valentine.
The distinguished pouter puff that he was.
Oh, looky, everyone, looky! A valet! A real-life valet! Can you believe it? It says here that in a few weeks, the Swan Lake Ballet will be coming to Meadowville.
How could that be? I thought our little town was as insignificant and obscure as we are.
Oh, do you really think it's true?
Why, of course it is. Read it for yourself. I wish so much that we could see it.
Do you think Mother will let us go to it?
We could at least ask her.
Sometimes it's taking a pretty high risk to ask.
But what if Mother says no?
Why run the risk? Let's just go on our own.
Yeah, let's just go on our own. But what if Mother feels bad?
Suppose one can't feel bad about something one hasn't a clue to. What do you think, Cordelia?
What about the tickets? Have you girls stopped to consider where we'll get the money for the tickets?
We can go find a money tree and shake it one dark night.
Oh, get real, Millie. You're always living in a curious world of suspicion.
I wonder if we could ask Mother for an allowance this month.
You know Mother would never consent to giving us an allowance. She must know when, where, and how every little penny is spent.
That's true, but why don't we raise our money?
Raise what?
The money tree, stupid.
A money tree.
No, I'm serious. Let's have some good suggestions.
We could make some candy. Lily makes the best candy in town. I'd be glad to sample and sell it.
It's a good idea. Yeah.
I wouldn't mind being a barber and running my own shop.
Be sure to make your shop big enough so that I can have a beauty parlor in one end of it. Think of it, Melissa's beauty parlor. How does that sound?
Sounds like a plan to me. You just bring in the customers with all your high-powered perfumes and then just herd them down to my end where I'll whack their hair off.
What about you, Harriet? You're always the one with such enormous ideas.
Oh, me? Oh, I kind of figured on doing a little custom painting. Or volunteer my services as a local repairman. Gentlemen, I tell you, it's a still of a deal. You buy the paint and I'll splash it on. I have good taste and, oh, quite an artistic touch. You can also count on me for advice on fixing things. I'm really the fixer man around here.
Oh, spare us the Jupiter cat. That will never do.
Well, Dolores, you're the one with the big ideas. What do you think?
I think we ought to go about this in a much more professional manner.
Oh.
No one can resist my colorful flower arrangements, and I thought perhaps I could sell some of them at Mrs. Andrews' floral shop.
Well, I think that we ought to do a concert.
Who would want to hear us sing? All we know is Mother's album of old-fashioned favorites.
If I didn't always have such a splitting headache, I might be able to help Rose with some kind of handiwork.
Yes, Rose makes gorgeous doilies.
Do you think Rose would participate in a scheme like this?
She would if she thinks Mother's coming along.
Let's just pretend it's a big surprise for Mother.
Yes!
Get those kids. I haven't had much business since that first gent that called. The stuffy old thing that he was. I'll get better, though. It's the way you sell your business, not how well you do it that counts. Hello, yes, this is me, Hattie. I'm Hattie, I can do anything. Anything? Sure. Just give me a telephone ring, and I'll be there in a Z. It's Hattie at your service, Hattie at your service. It's Hattie at your service, yes sirree. I'm just the man you need, ho-hum. I'll fix your Model T, just leave it up to me. Leave it up to me, Hattie. Just give me the deal-em-a-blog, that thingamajig, that whatchamacallit. A screwdriver, hammer, I don't know, whatever the thing. Just leave it up to me, Hattie. I'm Hattie, I can do anything. A painter? Sure. Just give me a telephone ring, and I'll be there in a Z. Hattie at your service, Hattie at your service. It's Hattie at your service, yes sirree. I can paint up and down with ease. Yes, so swish and splash it this way, artistic as you please. I can paint your house, fence, or the trees. Swish and splash it this way, painting's just a breeze. And if you need a paint job to restore your pretty face, there is not a blemish that Hattie can't erase. So just leave it up to me, yes, I'm the man you need. Leave it up to me, Hattie. Yeah, so as I was saying, I'm Hattie, just the real stuff. Hello? Hello, sir. Hey. Hello, hello? The old duffer just hung up on me. Well, maybe I said the wrong things again. I know. Next time I'll try Melissa's feminine tone of voice. It seems to go over better with the men folk. Hello. Yes, this is Hattie, your painter or repairman at your service. What? Oh, you want Lily's Candy Kitchen? Oh, yeah, she's here in the next department. Yes, but don't hang up on me, will you? I'll get her just a minute. Hey, Lily!
Is that another order for me?
Oh, yes, you get all the business around here.
Hello? Hello? Why, hello, Mrs. Allen. You enjoyed Mother's favorite divinity and would like the recipe? Well, generally we don't give our recipes to our customers, but I realize you're a special friend of Mother's. Just a moment, and I'll have one of the girls run it over for you. Goodbye, Mrs. Allen. Nora! I have a job for you. I want you to run this divinity recipe over to Mrs. Allen. Quick, hurry, she's waiting for it right now.
Let me go! Let me go, Marcia! You promised you would really cut my hair.
Relax, child.
on top or around the ears. They both have a totally different effect.
Help! Marcia's gonna make me as bald as an onion.
Oh, for heaven's sakes, let her go.
How am I ever gonna become a barber? When are you going to be through, Melissa? You're giving me a monstrous headache.
Don't worry, Annabelle. I promise you it's going to be worth every minute of your time. When you look into the mirror, you will see yourself in the full blush of youth again.
Oh, looky, girls. Hattie, come quick, quick. Girls. Annabelle, Melissa, look.
How was your rack? We probably made more money than the rest of you put together.
That wouldn't be hard. Business has been rather stale around here.
I was able to sell several of the shawls and doilies I had laid away in my cedar chest. Look, we've earned $10.
And I was able to sell quite a few of my flower arrangements. Mrs. Andrews said I have a real talent, and she wants to hire me as an assistant in her floral shop. Here's my donation, a total of $6.75.
I admit you did pretty good. Now just think, with all this money put together, Lily made some candy kitchen money and everything, and we'll have $20.50 altogether.
Oh, goody! We have the money for the tickets.
Hooray! We can go to the Swan Lake Ballet!
Ballet.
It's going to be so much fun to go to a real ballet. But we've got to hurry and get out of here.
Oh, to think that we, Davis girls, are actually going to a real ballet. It's too good to be true.
I can hardly believe it all turned out. Things were so scrambled. I thought everything was going to turn out upside down and backward.
I think it's providential Mother just happened to be out for a few moments.
We'd better hurry before she gets back.
Yes. But I thought this was going to be a surprise for Mother.
I don't think she'll be able to make it back in time. Yes, we've got to hurry. It's 7:45 now.
Oh, she'll be back. Why, she just dropped some sewing off at the McKenders. I know she'll be back.
Well, if we wait that long, we'll be late.
Yes. Yeah. But I thought this was going to be a surprise for Mother.
None of us can go if we wait much longer.
What are we waiting for?
I don't know. What are we waiting for?
Don't you think we better leave a note for Mother so she won't worry about it?
Yeah, that's a thought. Dolores, you have the professional hand. You better write the note.
Well, you approved.
Well, you better hurry, though.
I'm scared. I want Mother to come.
Oh, nonsense, child. If I can go, anyone one can.
Either we go alone or not at all.
Hark! I hear footsteps.
Oh, no.
Mother's back.
Mother!
Oh, goody. She came back just in time.
Come quickly, let's go hide.
Come, hide.
Yes, hide. Shh, 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 shh.
Girls, I have a surprise for you. Girls, I wonder where they could be. Hattie, Dolores, Lilibelle, Rose, Dear Mother, we have gone to the Swan Lake Ballet, but we'll return around 10 p.m. Love, your girls. Can it be true? My girls have gone without me? Oh, James, you remember the Swan Lake Ballet? How the stars shone so brightly that first night you took me out? It was then that I realized how much I loved you. The Swan Lake Ballet. That's what plays tonight, dear. And I've secretly saved up enough money to buy these tickets. I wanted so much to take all your girls to see it this evening. But they've gone without me. Why, James? Have I failed? Maybe they're ashamed of their old-fashioned mother. They say I'm just old-fashioned, that I don't understand them at all. But if we weren't old-fashioned, we'd let our standards fall. Help me, dear James, I need you. Help me to know what to do. I know that you're near, then why should I fear? Sometimes it's so hard without you.
Later on.
Sing, 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 boom, boom, hey. Sing, 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 mandolin is gay. Sing, 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 boom, boom, hey. La, 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 ha, ha, sing, boom, hey. La, 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 ha, ha. Sing, sing. Oh, my heart is back in Napoli, dear Napoli, dear Napoli, and I seem to hear again in dreams her revelry, her sweet revelry. The mandolin is playing sweet, the pleasant fall of dancing feet. Oh, could I return, oh joy complete? Napoli, Napoli, Napoli. Sing, 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 boom, hey. Sing, 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 mandolin is gay. Sing, 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 boom, boom, hey. La, 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 ha, ha, sing, boom, hey. La, 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 ha, ha. Sing, sing, yeah.
you are deliberately wasting. Why, there's enough talent in this family to practically take them around the world. Just think, you could become rich. Look at this place. Won't you relent for the sake of your daughters? It's not fair to hold them back. In my world of influence, I could introduce them to the public and make them pets of social aristocrats. It's quite sensational to know that the world is talking about you. I would only request a small sum for getting them started, you know.
I understand, but I need my girls here at home.
Will you deliberately deprive your girls of the opportunity that lay right at their feet? You are being selfish. You want to just keep them in your nest instead of letting them try their wings and make a success in the world.
Your jacket is finished.
Thank you, Mrs. Davis. I feel much obliged. I must say you do the most professional work. I must admit, you are the best seamstress I have known. I'll send you a check tomorrow. I do hope you will think over my proposition more seriously. I can't afford to see such talent go to waste. Good day, Mrs. Davis.
You know, Papa, I've been thinking an awful lot about you. Wasn't it kind of hard having all girls? Oh, I know you never let on or complained any, but actually I'm about as close as comes to any boy you ever had. Do you think an angel got my card mixed up there? I don't reckon why I ever turned out to be a girl. What I came to talk to you about was sports, though. Oh, I know it sounds funny for a girl. Well, I mean myself, to excel in sports. But I get so much enthusiasm when I watch Babe Ruth pulling all those home runs. I could make you so proud of me. I could have trophies here on each side of your picture. I don't know about this plumbing business, though. I know I'm the man about the place and all, but I guess I need a lot more advice and experience or something. I just can't seem to make all those pipes with their goodies and gadget ditties go together the same way they came apart. I mean, you know, you have a pipe here with a goodie that screws on here and another pipe with a gadget or so. But there's always a pipe that snakes off into nowhere. And it's such a mystery. I guess I'm just a no-good plumber. Oh, I know I need a chin-up. Chin-up, oh boy, I can make you proud of me yet. Why, just this morning I fixed the kitchen sink, and it's been working like a honey.
Harriet! What on earth did you do to our sink?
What's the matter?
We have Old Faithful erupting right in our kitchen, and there's water gushing all over the floor.
Oh, don't just stand there. Do something.
What should we do?
Turn off the valve.
What's a valve?
I don't know.
I wish we could do something exciting.
But what is there to do here at home?
I've read all the books in the house.
What do you suppose Mother means by home entertainment?
Home entertainment means to do things together.
But does that mean we have to sit at home all day doing nothing?
Oh, no. Let's do something exciting.
Like what? Like what we just did in the kitchen.
Let's sing sing and dance and do all kinds of things.
But we're not a family of singers or movie actors.
Oh, sure we are.
I do wish we could sing more together.
I know. Let's do an opera.
An opera?
Yes.
Harriet, you are always one for the great ideas.
No, I'm really serious. Let's do an opera, a real live opera.
For who?
For Mother. Why, she'd make a great audience.
She's probably the only one who wouldn't just get up and walk out on us.
An opera does sound fun, but an opera takes professionally trained prima donnas.
We are as prim as any donna.
An opera does sound like fun.
What do you think of it all, Cordelia? Have you heard anything so funny as the Davis girls doing an opera?
Are we going to serve refreshments?
Nora, you are always eating and then talking of diets.
What is an opera, anyway?
Suppose the plot is very complicated and mysterious. I choose to play the role of either the bad man or the detective.
I think Hattie will make a great author or composer someday. She loves to make up plots and put music to them.
Oh, that's true. But this opera will be very simple.
What's on your mind this time, Harriet?
Let's do an opera on Cinderella.
Cinderella? Cinderella is just an old, worn-out fairy tale.
Seriously, Hattie, I thought you had more originality than that.
I wouldn't mind playing the role of Cinderella. I would love to be swept off my feet by a charming prince.
Well, actually, we have our characters here every day, and we play our roles very well.
Who's going to be Cinderella?
Why, Marcia, of course. Me? Yes. And I shall be the charming prince.
How you flatter me, Prince Charming. That is one role I refuse to play. It sounds gooey and just plain too sweet for me.
Ah, but my dear Cinderella, I like you just the way you are. Come down here and sit on my knee, you spunky little woman.
Outrageous, you fool! Do you think I'd fall for you? Hattie, you can just keep your own hat. You cannot ensnare me by your twisty, bewitching tongue. You'd be my last choice.
Ah, watch the color rise to her cheeks. And look at her dark, dancing eyes. Come down here and sit on my knee, my sweet, lovely princess.
Aha. It won't take much to crush this throne with my feather weight.
Oh, Marcia. Oh.
You see, I know how to humble such a foolish prince.
Well, I must admit that your 600 pounds took me somewhat by surprise. But if you care to try again, I'll try to fortify myself better.
You're impossible!
Oh, no, my dear, not impossible. Once you've learned whose right it is to rule. Oh, just sit back here. I love your enthusiasm, and you're most welcome to exercise it in my support.
Oh, I'll have to admit, this Cinderella sounds quite original.
Why, yes, Dolores, and you shall be the king.
is in stepmother's house.
My mind is in a puzzle, in a whirl. What shall I do with that outrageous girl? She is dangerous, she is sly, and I can't imagine why. For she was not brought up crude, yet sometimes she's downright rude. She absolutely will not touch the work, and all her tasks she always wants to shirk. And her temper is so hot that control her I cannot. Still I love this silly child, notwithstanding she is wild. Impossible, impossible child. She's impossible to tame. No, she does not match her name. What shall I do? What shall I do? My poor Cinderella is a shrew.
Mother dear, do not fear. Cinderella's not so bad. Don't despair, I know you care. But it hurts me when you're feeling sad.
Your flight has reached my ear, so I come to render aid. Feel free to call on me for such purposes I am made. Thank goodness you are here. I hope you'll help me go. But with my Cinderella, I'm afraid that there is no hope. Be comforted, my dear, for I guessed what's on your mind. You're worrying for fear you'll no husband for her find. It's true, for Cinderella's a shrew. There is not a plan that will do. There is no man who wants her hand. Will you? For Cinderella's a shrew. There is not a plan that will do. Her dowry's great, but soon will be too late. Do not worry, mother dear. I now have a plan. If you do just what I say, she will get her man. I am sure that you have heard there will be a ball. There the prince will choose a bride. She will be his all. He cannot love her now. She'll undergo a change. And with my magic wand, a sweet Cinderella I'll arrange. But at the stroke of midnight, the spell will fade away. They'll have to be in love by then. There is no other way. But at the stroke of midnight, the spell will fade away. They'll have to be in love by then. There the perfect mate, a princess great. At last, his searching's done.
Very good, very good. Very good, very good. You've very good, very good. A plan like this should do. You found you ba ba ba. What is this? What is this? A plan to wed the prince. She is picky, and says she, most girls just make him wince. Why? I know not. It seems to be his way to find the girl, the right girl, is the tricky part, I say.
There'll be a ball, she'll top them all with queenly grace. And that is where they'll meet in rapture sweet, but time you'll have to brace. I have found a fortune for your son. She's the perfect mate, a princess great. At last, his searching's done.
Very good, very good. A plan like this should do. You found the girl, the right girl, with such warmth and charm, and loads of money too.
For reasons that I can't explain, the prince at any cost must have her promised hand by 12, or his chance for her is lost.
Oh, there you are, my darling boy. I have news to fill your heart with joy. What is it? What is it? Don't delay. Please tell me, what is it you have to say? A princess I have found this day. She's charming, rich, and more than I can say. I've heard this all before, such a beastly bore. Let's talk of it no more. But put her to the test, she is different from the rest. I assure you she's the best, the princess. She'll be here at the ball and of course outshine them all. She's the princess you've been looking for. Why get excited, Pa? I see no need for haste. The princess must be perfect, or she will not suit my taste. Now listen, sun, be bright. I do not want to fight, but you must meet and love this princess. She'll be here at the ball and of course outshine them all.
She's the princess you've been looking for. There's something you must understand when midnight chimes are heard. You must be in love by then and have her promised word.
Of all the maidens fair, oh, she must be a lovely sight. If the crown she'll wear, a lovely maid will claim his heart, and he shall take her hand, and all his love must find a start upon this night so grand. A lovely maid will claim his heart, and he shall take her hand. And now the princess has arrived, the fairest in the land.
Oh! Silence, 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 one and all. Am I not the prince?
Oh.
Is this not my ball? I shall do the talking. I'll say just how I feel. Thou art so exquisite.
Oh.
May I touch thee? Art thou real?
You are very kind, sir. I'm flattered by your praise. I feel so contented, just standing neath thy gaze.
There's a feeling that is burning that I simply can't express. It kindled as you entered. I know not but happiness.
Your Highness, I assure you, you are not alone. The feelings you have just described are kindred to my own. Life is rich and full of promise. You are all my dreams come true. All that I have longed for, I have found tonight in you. Life is rich and full of promise. You are all my dreams come true. All that I have longed for, I have found tonight in you. Ding dong, ding dong. Oh, how dare you! The midnight hour has come. My son, why did you let her go? You've lost a fortune, yes, a prize. You loved her, I saw it in your eyes. Arise, my son, arise.
I can see the princess has turned into a feisty little miss. To think of bruising up my mug when we were about to kiss. slap my face. No, she must keep her place. I tell you, she won't get away with this.
Now we're back to the stepmother's house.
I am Cinderella, ho ho! I am Cinderella, you know. You think I'll marry the prince? How sweet! Well, this story of Cinderella shall never be complete, for the prince is not the way a prince should be. He's big and awkward, oversized, has big buck teeth and greenish eyes. He's such a fool, yet thinks he's wise, and just gets worse the more he tries.
Such accusations I hear, 'tis not fit for my royal ear. But as a prince I must stand tall. Words affect me not at all, for I realize you're just fooling. When your temper is through cooling off, then you shall be the Cinderella of my dreams. By the way, you spunky little maid, that was quite an awful trick you played. You should never slap my face. You must keep your place. Politeness, good manners, you lack. So I myself have come to bring you back.
Never!
Here's your slipper I brought. Though 'twas quite immense, I thought. It proves that you are mine. I'm certain it is thine. Here's your slipper I brought. Now it proves that you are caught.
No.
A proclamation I shall make. Hear ye, everyone. This shoe shall fit the future queen. At last my searching will be done.
Did you hear? 'Twas so clear what the prince just said. The dainty slipper, there it is. Whoever fits it shall be his. Let's try it on, it might fit me. Let's try it on and see. The dainty slipper, there it is. Whoever fits it shall be his.
I shall never put my foot in there. Bossy men I horridly despise. You cannot claim a maiden fair just because you've discovered her shoe size.
Oh, royal prince, could you but condescend to let me try the slipper, please? Although my foot is not so small, it may fit in, if not with ease. I know that I am very bold to ask, but I can't let this chance slip by. You're more than I
did you hear what she said? Her sweet submission makes my heart condition in a world with this girl I now love. Her beauty divine, like the stars that now shine, make a beauty so sweet. Ah, a princess complete. Ah, she's the one I've been looking for.
Now she tries a slipper, Cinderella's stepsister. Will it fit her? Will it fit her? Will she be the princess bride? Alas, it is far too long and also much too wide.
Never mind the shoe, love. All I want is you, love. I have found my true love in you. Oh!
Inconceivable, unbelievable. The Cinderella story I have read does not end like this. I should have the bliss. I wish the prince would get that in his head. I am the one to be wed. That is what the story said. Cinderella, Cinderella, that is me. Oh, Cinderella's a shrew. Here is not a plan that will do. There is no man who wants her hand but you. Boo-hoo! Yes, Cinderella's a shrew. There is not a plan that will do. Her dower is great, but no man wants her fee. I'm a shrew, boo-hoo, it's true. Is there something you can do? I love the prince, I really do. Boo-hoo, boo-hoo, I do.
So you've changed your mind, dear. Very well, very well. You may now come here, dear. Come right here, oh so near. Although you are headstrong, you know now you were wrong. I love you, Cinderella. I love you, yes, I do. But you must settle down if you should wear a crown. You must be submissive.
What's that?
Just obey, as I say. Then you'll be a queen, dear. Yes, sirree, just for me. I love you, Cinderella. I love you, yes, I do. I love you, Cinderella. I love you, yes, so true.
This story has two ends. That's how it is, my friends. And you may choose the ending you like best. The prince has chosen, if you might have guessed.
I'm content with how this story ends. I'll have them both, my friends.
life goes on.
Why is it that some people are so good and others are so bad?
You're not bad, Marcia. You just have a strong will. Sometimes I wish I had your determination.
I know I'm not bad. I'm just plain awful. I'm wicked.
Oh, Marcia, Marcia, you know we love you so much.
I know, but I don't. I don't like myself one bit. It's my hot tongue that's always getting me into trouble. It just seems to lash out and hurt those I love most. Why can't I be like you, Rose? Everyone loves you. You always do and say the right things. Haven't you just felt awful inside and wanted to lash out and say something wicked? Well, that's what I thought. Anyone who feels as I do can't help but speak their mind. I know. It takes the bitter in order to enjoy the sweet. But why am I always playing the bitter role? Sometimes I wish I could just trade places for a while and have everyone love me. Why can't I just walk down the street and sweetly say, "Hi, hi, how are you? Oh, I love you too."
Oh, Marcia, Marcia.
Rose, you are just like a bowl of sugar. I'm just terrible.
You're just like a bowl of spice. And think how well they complement each other.
I'd much prefer being a bowl of sugar.
But I enjoy your spice. I think it's wonderful to have a variety of people in the world. A world of sugar and spice. A world full of sugar and spice. Each are so very nice. Sugar is sweet, but not complete without a dash of spice. Life is so full with so much variety. Each have a different personality. We need each other, don't you all agree? For I need you, and you need me. A world full of sugar and spice. Each are so very nice. Sugar is sweet, but not complete without a dash of spice.
Oh, looky, everyone, looky! Professor von der Schenk wants me to audition for the soprano role in the grand opera called La Traviata. Oh, think of it, Mother. I shall play the famous role of Violetta Valerie. The music is written by one of your favorite composers, the Italian Giuseppe Verdi.
Oh, I adore his music.
Oh, so does Mother. And guess what? The professor told me that my voice has great possibilities. In fact, the other day, he said that if I worked hard, I could go clear to the top and become as good as Madame Maria von Dale.
Oh, Lily, that's wonderful. Oh, I'm so happy for you. I know you can do it.
Wow, Lily, you'll be in the big times and have your name splashed across every newspaper in the world.
Oh, it must be wonderful to be famous. Just think of me as Madame Lilibelle Davis, the great prima donna of tomorrow.
Yes, to think how you will be known from city to state and practically the whole world around.
Yep, she'll be the throb of every poor boy's heart.
The pity of it
because she won't be able to marry them all.
I hope not.
Well, maybe we'll get some gentlemen to call around here regularly after all.
Now, girls.
Oh, but Mother, doesn't it all sound exciting? You've heard of Madame Maria Vondel, haven't you?
Yes, but what brings up her name?
Oh, of course you've heard of her. Everyone has. Professor von der Scheik said my voice sounds a lot like hers did. He said that she was one of his favorite singers because her voice was so clear that he could almost hear the angels of heaven singing.
Really?
Did you ever hear of what happened to her, Mother? Professor von der Scheik said she suddenly disappeared.
Nobody knows what happened to her? This sounds mysterious.
Well, is she dead or alive? What did she look like? Did you ever hear her sing?
Oh, Mother, do tell us about her.
Yes.
Oh, please do.
I never thought I'd be asked to tell her story. I am, or rather was, Madame Maria Vondel.
You, Mother?
But why didn't you tell us before?
Why did you give it all up?
It's a long story, girls.
Oh, come
Tell
on.
us,
Lily, I had ambitions just like you. As a child, I went out to every musical entertainment I possibly could. When my parents discovered my interest in music, they let me take singing lessons. And soon, I dreamed of becoming a famous prima donna. Music became my whole world. First, I started to star in little school plays, then had chances to represent my class in assemblies. It was at a bazaar in our little hometown that Amy Costello first heard me sing. She was an extraordinary music teacher and took a special interest in me. It was Amy who brought me to the top. She taught me to see beyond the shallow flattery of society, beyond the glamour of the footlights and the wild applause of an audience.
La ha 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 ha. La ha 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 ha. La ha ha ha.
Oh, Amy, you're the best teacher, but I just can't seem to make it come out right.
You've got to sing from your heart, dearie. You can't project something you don't feel.
I know what you're saying. I just want to be able to sing like other prima donnas.
What are you searching for, Maria? Is it the crowds and the glamour out there? Is that what you really want out of life?
I just want to be famous and be recognized as a truly great singer.
You're mistaken, Maria. Do you think one must become famous to be great? Might not a singer be great and still be unknown? Oh, I want you to share your music with the world, but not become of the world. That's the difference between becoming famous or being truly great. Some of the world's greatest people are never known. And it's a strange thing. Professional help often ruins the best singers because they start seeking the glory of the world. It's easy to become selfish. Everyone craves the feeling of being important, and many are led to the heights of fame. But dearie, we don't own our talents. They are only leased to us to see what we will do with them. And all too often they are squandered away at a small price for the praise of the world. Oh, Maria, I don't want that to happen to you. I want you to be truly famous, truly great. Sing from your heart, and your heart will sing too. Look to the beauty around you. Greatness is found in small things around, in a rose or a gold butterfly. Life's greatest singers are often not heard, but they can be found in the song of a bird. Sing from your heart will sing too. Herein is true joy for you.
So, my girls, that is the message I want you to remember. You don't have to become famous to be great. Sing for the joy of singing. Live for the love of living. And bless those around you with your happy song of life.
But didn't you enjoy the crowds of admirers?
And the glamour of the lights?
And the thrill of singing with a live orchestra?
Yes, I was satisfied with my career until after I met your father. He gave me a choice. I can still remember his words as though they were yesterday. He looked into my eyes and he said, "Maria, what is it you really want in life?" Then he asked me to choose him or my career.
But why did you have to choose one or the other?
Didn't Father like your singing?
Of course he did. He often said it was my voice that brought us together.
Is that why he called you his little meadowlark?
Yes. He said he had never before heard the voice that floated on the breeze like the song of a meadowlark. But he told me that life's greatest treasures are found in a little home with a happy family. Won't you fly away with me, my little meadowlark? For there is no real stage like the stage of life. So that's when I made my choice. I chose you, my girls, instead of my career. Was my sacrifice too great?
Oh, no.
We will all get out of life what we really want. We shall achieve the goals we reach out for. But remember, we must sometimes sacrifice great things in order to enjoy life's richest treasures.
Thank you, our old-fashioned mother.
And thank you, my old-fashioned girl.
We thank you all for coming, and we'll have an intermission now and give everyone time to move outside to the south side and take your places for a few numbers of a social, and then we'll have fireworks later on. So this will conclude the operetta, and we thank you for coming.